Hey there, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. This is a game I've been really looking forward to. I know a lot of you guys feel the same, so thank you so much for being here and joining me for the first part of a brand new series. We're going to start things off by unlocking one of my favorite game characters of all time, a returning veteran, and then we'll jump into the revamped Classic mode to fight a couple of beloved but reviled villains. We've got a new boss battle for the series, as well as a brand new fighter. Never before playable, but people have been wanting this guy for decades. So, I don't know if you guys know this, there's a lot of characters in this game. There's like 70 plus, and only the original 8 are unlocked at the start. So along the way, I'm going to talk about how to unlock characters. It's a little different this time around. I want to make sure everybody can play as the character they want to unlock. So, stick sensitivity. Quick tip here, if you set it to high, it makes some of the input buffering a little easier on you. Now, the World of Light, the story mode, if you're interested in that, I'm going to have a separate series for it. If you want to see what happened to Eggman and Rover, I'm going to be traveling around with Kirby and trying to save all those spirits of what seems like pretty much every video game character in existence. So please check that out. There's a playlist down in the description for you. Now, things are a little different in a lot of ways in this game. We start out by choosing the rules, and there's a lot of different things here you can do. You can change, hazards and all that stuff. A lot of things new for the series. And then we're going to pick our stage. I'm going to go to Omega Great Plateau, one of the brand new stages. There's only a few right now, but there'll be more with the DLC. And let's pick one of the OG characters. I'm going to start with Link here, because we're going to play him in Classic. He's got his new Champion's Tunic, as well as the Tunic of the Wild. There's Fierce Deity, of course, and Dark Link returns as well. And let's play against Mario. I feel like this would be a good first match to have to set up our unlock of the first character. And I want to talk about unlocking characters, because you might think World of Light is the best way to do it, and for some of them, it is, because you can get them a little earlier. But the way you unlock them in this game is a little strange. Send out some sword beams while we're at 0 here. The character unlocks, they're actually very orderly. There's a certain way to get them that is very predictable. And you can just kind of play normal Smash matches if you want to unlock them that way. There is a weird movement option, or a movement requirement to do a character unlock. And one of the better ways to do that is to just kind of go to a stage, maybe like Moray Towers from Splatoon, and run up the ramps or run around a bit before you finish your match. You can do a real short match, but as long as you move around a little before you finish the match, you should be good to get your next character challenging you. It'll be a one-stock, one-on-one battle afterwards, and that's how you get the new characters. But if you want a specific one, the Classic mode might be the best way to do that. Like the character I want to unlock, you might not encounter him for a while unless you beat Link's Classic mode, and that is what we're going to do today. So that's my priority. The old man's here in the background. We're just going to knock Mario off the edge. I love Link's new remote bombs. But yeah, if you are curious, like what the order is of the unlocks and everything like that, then I will put a link in the description. I'm going to tweet out an image so you guys can see who unlocks when, what characters to use, that sort of thing. And that is the way to do it this time around. Mario's just really trying to use that longer smash time to really bait me into dropping my shield. There we go. I didn't play too much of Link in Smash 4. I was mainly a Link player back in N64 and Melee and those games, but I do like his new bombs. If you accidentally use them on yourself, then then that is not so good, but you can use that to recover, just like other Links in previous games. His bombs can be used for that. So let's get into some of the changes with this guy, because he is definitely a lot different, maybe the most different of the original 8. And he can grab like a normal person now. He doesn't have the claw shot or the hook shot or any of that stuff going on, which is kind of a buff and a nerf. His grabs are definitely faster now, of course. He does like a weird flop with his bum first, trying to throw them with his down throw. But yeah, he's a little faster with his grabs, which can be good. But then you can't tether to get back, which you might want to do because his recovery not so hot. You can see his upbeat does not go that far. But yeah, you can also use those remote bombs. If I can try this out here. You can drop it and then detonate it to kind of blast yourself. You usually want to do that when you're in the air. Let's see if we can do this. So like so. So if you're off stage and you have that remote bomb, which you can pull out if you're gonna die, just throw that out and save yourself. You'll get another up B out of that too. You know, if you get hit, it's a good way to recover it. Now the only problem is you can't trigger that remote bomb when you're using your up B. I just realized, so it's not like Link's old bombs where you can just blow yourself up to get back. I think he's a lot better in most ways. Most characters are just faster in general, less landing lag, stronger, and we're gonna see how a bat goes against a sword here in just a second. His Master Sword's a bit longer. He's got more range. I think just in general, he is a better character. There are some trade-offs, of course, not having the same bombs and grab. And man, Ness, we barely knew ya. He just laid on the roof of somebody's house. Imagine hearing that on the roof. It's not Santa, it's a boy being sliced with a sword. Okay, so we got Ness. There you go. Ness is always going to be the first character you get if you just play a normal Smash mode. And then it's going to follow in a pattern, but we're going to break that pattern by jumping into Classic now that I'm warmed up a bit with Link. So we're going to set off on a unique adventure. It's really cool this time around because it's actually themed. You can change the intensity just like the last Smash and I almost said Kingdom Hearts. Kid Icarus. Yeah, you can change that to get risk and reward. The mural, maybe Sora will be in here, who knows? The mural goes up as you go, and if you die, you can continue with gold or tickets, but you do lose that intensity. I'm just gonna go straight to higher difficulty here. A quest to seal the darkness is Link's route. This is fighting against evil or dark characters, and this mural is really cool. It starts out very peaceful with Pikachu here lounging, and then along the way, you get to see things get a little more intense. There's weird shadow dragons. Bowser's grabbing a tail like he wants to eat it. Donkey Kong is gonna throw that one around. So let's go. We don't have much gold, but I think we have enough to continue if we die. And we're starting off with Dark Pit here, the first of the dark characters. So another thing you probably noticed if you've played Link in the last couple Smashes is his Gale Boomerang is now a normal boomerang. He's Breath of the Wild themed, of course, so he's got, you know, the Traveler's Bow. He's got a more normal boomerang again, so it does hit on the way back, but then you don't have, some of those, you know, things we had before with the Gale Boomerang. We had a way of, you know, pulling people in by throwing it out and, you know, bringing them back with that tornado. So that is a bit of a trade-off, but you can also, you know, set up for more combos using a more traditional boomerang. And if you do really miss the hook shot or the claw shot, there's two other Links. We have Toon and Young Link if you want to use that and have more normal bombs. The remote bomb is probably the most, you know, we talked about it a little bit before, maybe the most more obvious of his changes, and it has a down B pull out, and then you know, hit it again with down B to actually get it to blow up. But it is it's kind of a setup tool in the way of some other characters. that was a false smash ball, so it just exploded on Ridley there. Luckily, I survived that. The setups you can do, you can hit the remote bomb around, and it'll explode after 30 seconds, but you can really play with it and do some cool offstage setup shenanigans. So I think that's going to be really cool to see over time as Link, you know, evolves as a character, to see how people use that offstage to edgeguard, because one of the major changes, if we're going to talk about how Ultimate is different from the last Smash game and previous ones, is offstage is much more vulnerable. This isn't Young Link, but he's got the bunny hood. Offstage is more vulnerable, probably closer to some of the earlier Smash games compared to Smash for Wii U. And you can only really air dodge once off stage, or you are going to be in trouble, because there's a lot of lag on the air dodge, purposefully so. It's a good type of lag to make sure. Geez, she just exploded. The Reaper does not mess around. The lag off stage, if you use an air dodge, it is really going to put you in a vulnerable position. So you got to be careful with that, and you can't act out of it like you would in Smash. You know, previously you could just air dodge, and you'd be fine. But you can see, especially the directional air dodges, they take a bit to recover, and the more you use them, the harder it is to recover from that, because you're gonna have less vulnerability, or more vulnerability and less invulnerability. Dark Samus just stole my Ramblin' Evil Mushroom. We're getting a lot of Earthbound items here. I'm sorry, Mr. Saturn. I love you. My controls are reversed because of this new Ramblin' Evil Mushroom, when you have a mushroom on your head, that is what happens. Everyone knows that, of course. They teach you that in school. I want to get Mr. Saturn here and try to, there we go, get Samus out of the way. What if we did, I really want my controls to be set back. There we go. I was going to say, I really want to get a bomb over there and blow that thing up. That would be great. But let's just, oh, I almost went for that warp star, but that would have been bad. Another thing in this game that is new is smash attacks. You can charge them about 3 times. Samus, I was trying to show something. You can charge them about 3 times as long as you could in Smash 4. And they don't do any more damage or knockback past like the 1 second mark of charging, but it's just, you know, a good thing for timing. You'll notice just in general, characters are so much faster with movement because that is a new thing in this game is, you know, just making sure everyone has more movement options in the game definitely plays faster. Ooh, am I drifting away here? That Parasite Queen threw me off. Oh, okay, good. That was her. Sometimes you both hit and Link doesn't want anyone to see his face. You both hit and you don't know at first who's clashing and who's flying off. And so directional air dodges, those return from melee. And just in general, there is a sense that there's going to be a lot more movement options and different tech in this game. I've got a feeling that compared to 4, which had a lot of cool stuff in it, that people are already finding crazy things, and we just got this game, so it's going to hopefully have a long life and a lot of interesting matches to check out. Look at Pac-Man down there vamping amongst all the terror and craziness going on. All right, this is our last normal fight against Dark Link over there. Oh, you can't blow up your remote bomb when someone else is holding it. You gotta wait till they have dropped it. Unfortunately, he's got his own. He's gonna try to hit me into it. Let's get back to mine. It's all the way over there. You might as well just explode it at that point. There we go. So, you know, just having the differences to air dodging and stuff means it's gonna be a more aggressive game in general because you're not gonna be able to just pull defensive options all the time. But one defensive option that is new is the replacement for perfect shielding is called parrying. And if you let go of your shield right when you're attacked, I'll see if I can try it here and just get one. My shield's probably gonna break if I'm not careful. You've probably seen it happen. It's this little ricochet sound, and then people will, let's throw bombs at each other. Just have a war of attrition here. The sound for the perfect shield, or the parry, is very unique. Oof, as soon as I dropped it, he blew it up. It is, it signals that you have pulled one off and that you can actually kind of act out of the attack that you blocked much faster, similar to a perfect shield, but it's got a bit of a different idea to it. It slows your opponent down. It gives them more, you know, lag at the end of their attack, so you can pull something off and punish them pretty quickly. And Link, just in general, he of course still has that Hylian shield, which as long as you're not running or really throwing anything out, you can block pretty much any projectile. We've got a Race to the Finish throwback here, the bonus game, Mysterious Realm, where a black hole threatens to swallow you. Run to the right to escape it. So we're going to try, even though Link is a bit faster, he's still on the heavy end in this game, so he's not going to be able to really go too quickly here, but we'll try our best to try to bounce along. There we go. I'm not going after those, as the black hole is right behind us. But yeah, parrying is definitely one of the big new differences in this game, and just the whole, you know, talking about it being faster, you can act out of your dashes in this game without having to, you know, shield and do anything to slow yourself down before doing it. So I'll show that in the in one of the next matches here. You can just kind of dash up and then throw out something. There's no time for this, but oh, I tried to go for it, but that's how you can break those to get in there. And if you want to, you know, smash attack or just jab or tilt out of a... Ooh, let's get out of here. It's not worth it. It's just gold. You got the Triforce probably already. You got one of the pieces already, Link. Don't worry about getting these little gold baubles. But yeah, you can dash up as long as you're not hitting the stick. Like if you let go and put it back to center, you can throw out a smash attack or a tilt or anything. So that's a really good option. Ganon, I did not expect Ganon to appear in anything but Ganondorf's final smash attack. I'd really love him to be his own character, but he is in this new game as a boss, which is a cool addition. His tail, of course, is vulnerable. Ooh, wanted to try to get around that by spot dodging, but that's kind of a long attack to do that for. So his tail is, as you can see, it glows a very radioactive looking evil color, and that is when you want to go for it. When you hit it hard, he gets you know, a lot of stun here, so I'm just gonna try my best to hit him with something powerful. He's really gonna try to spin around on me and get me. He'll definitely try to get you on his bad side. There we go. Careful, patient air dodges are the key to this fight. Ooh. Okay. Man, the bomb I thought would clip through his underbelly there. Ooh, got him. Ah! Yeah, some of his attacks he just automatically turns around, so it makes it a little tougher to do that. There we go. I timed a spot dodge right. He's very projected with his attacks, but he is kind of tough if you're not careful to take him down, because he really protects that tail, as you would expect from someone with such a vulnerable weak point. Oh no, the bomb hit me. We're all right. Let's go crazy with this. I'm gonna try to just smash like crazy on him. And I do not have much life left here, but we are very high difficulty, so as you can tell, I thought that would hit him. We are like one good hit away from potentially dying without killing him. No, no, no. Ooh. So you can see there's a new indicator where you are in the blast zones of the game, and with, you know, how close you are to dying. Oh no! Ah! I got greedy. It's a Dark Souls situation. We're gonna lose a little intensity there, but I got greedy and tried to get that last hit. There we go. All right, we'll hit him with a sword beam. So if you're at 0, as a throwback to the old Zeldas, you can do a smash attack and throw out that beam from your blade. And his arrows, we didn't really go into those, but they're quite a bit faster, and you can shoot one on the ground, pick it up, and then either throw it out or use it in your bow and shoot 2 at once. Ooh, thank you, Xander Mobius. He's very excited for us doing well. But yeah, you can shoot 2 arrows at once if you pick one up, and it does, you know, double damage as you would expect. This is the new credits sequence. Link is flying around to some classic Zelda music and using the Super Scope to blast the names of everyone who made this game possible. And there's some interesting stuff in here. I noticed some Japanese competitive Smash players were listed as testers, so it's nice to see, you know, not only is the game, you know, considering everyone playing it from a newcomer to a veteran, and you know, casual to competitive. I'm glad that there's so many different ways to play it. I've been getting into competitive Smash more recently and going to my local tournaments and everything, trying my best with my main, who is hopefully going to be unlocked here before too long. I think we'll get him in World of Light, but I'm excited to try all the new characters. I really want to get a good rushdown character, like maybe the Inkling from Splatoon, a heavy like King DDD or King k.rool maybe, and a zoner like Duck Hunt, the character I played a lot of in Smash 4. I gotta have a good variety, I think, this time around. There's just so many characters. Pokemon Trainer is one that I'm excited for because they have a lot of variety just within one character. Now this game here, you can see at the bottom, there's like a, not to get off track by talking about the characters too much, we're about to see one of the new ones. There's a little meter, and as long as we keep shooting stuff, we can fill that up and unlock some special extras we'll see at the end. If you get hit by these little red enemies or the green ones that shoot out purple orbs, it will stop you from shooting momentarily. So it definitely seems feasible to hit all the credits. I always felt like it seemed impossible in some of the older games to do all that. I'm sure other people have done it. But yeah, it's like you can really rack them up easily and hit most of them. And those purple things obviously are bombs, making your life easier here. So yeah, definitely check out World of Light if you haven't already. I'm excited for that, I think, more than some of the other stuff, because as much as I am into competitive play, I do enjoy things like the Subspace Emissary and seeing a bit of story and all the cleverness of the spirits, where they're going to be taking characters that are playable and putting spirits behind them that aren't, to try to make new new matchup types and everything, so that is very exciting. I've heard some good things about World of Light, and I think I'm going to use that to hopefully get Duck Hunt a little early, because he's tough to unlock otherwise. If you have any questions about the game, let me know in the comments, please. I will be happy to answer them. Everybody's still learning at this point, but I've been excited to just, absorb tons of info about this new Smash. So there's Link in the new, old Zelda, but new design for Zelda and Smash, posing there for his win picture. And it's not over yet, guys. We did get a Spirit Fighter for Link. You get that, whoever you play as, you will get their Spirit Fighter alike. That's some old art, but it looks pretty crisp there still. And that's just also cool about the spirits. You get to see some old art from games. All right, here he is. If you play Link, you will always, in Classic, you always get this as your first challenger. It is King k.rool. We got the new Gangplank Galleon. I don't know if it'll get to the rap portion with k.rool. If I'm doing my job, it won't get that far. k.rool is very scary. If you watched one of my preview videos of Smash, you saw his armor on his moves. He has a ton of moves with super armor that use his belly and make him very scary, because he can hit through tons of stuff. Oh, he hasn't hit me yet, so I still have my beams. Watch out. As soon as I say that, he's going to get me. See if I can edge guard him here with my bombs. Got to make good use of those. There we go. k.rool. Come here, buddy. Hit him on the way back. I was hoping it would hit him a little farther, and then I could get him with something. Link's up air lingers a lot. I'm being careful because I don't want to get a claptrap or something killing me at this point and swooping me down the river, so I'm trying to stay here where I'm less vulnerable. Oop, almost got me there. Let's get him. Yeah, all right. Good way to end it. Didn't hit me at all. That's it, when you really want to unlock a character, that's what you want to see. So there you go. And one last thing about unlocking characters here is we get some milestones. If you want to, the fastest way to unlock them, I mentioned the different ways, you can play versus matches, Classic, World of Light. The fastest way, that is so weird. I don't know what's going on there. They're fighting over Pauline, or, all right. But yeah, there's a 10-minute timer after you unlock a character that you have to wait, but if you close the game or even change the game language, that actually gets that timer out of the way. So as long as you're moving around enough and you have that distance traveled, like I was saying, maybe go to Moray Towers to do that, then you can unlock the next character lickety-split, right after that. As long as you do a quick match, you'll just be unlocking them really, really quick. So there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, please check out World of Light. Next time, we might take this, I was going to say little lizard, this big lizard for a spin with Classic Mode, super heavyweight class. I think we're going to be fighting Donkey Kong and some of the others there. And we'll unlock a character with him that has not been seen for a few games, another veteran. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. And if you want to subscribe or hit that little bell to get notifications, there's more Smash on the way. I will see you guys next time. Appreciate you being here. Goodbye.